Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Money Mom. I get many people asking me, am I on the Dave Ramsey plan? Do I follow Dave Ramsey? What do I think about him? First of all, I want to say we are not on the Dave Ramsey plan. I don't think anything negative about Dave Ramsey. As a matter of fact, I think his program, from everything I do know about it, is phenomenal, and I've heard nothing but wonderful things about him, and he's helped out a lot of people. So I want to say that first. Another thing is, I have to tell you a confession. The reason why I didn't follow the Dave Ramsey plan came from the 1990s, and I think that's when he started the program. The reason why I didn't start the program with Dave Ramsey is, for some reason I had a misconception that it was only for people with a higher income. At that time in the 90s, we didn't make very much money at all, and so I thought, really, it just didn't seem like it made sense for us. Well, I was wrong. I really wish I would have done the Dave Ramsey program back then, but I didn't. Now, I wanted to go over and tell you, I'm not going to go into all of Dave's steps, but I do think many of his steps are good. The first step is to put the $1,000 in your savings to make sure that you have that. I do think that's good, but my personal opinion is I think it's good to have at least 1 month income in your savings for sure before you start to pay off debt. That way, if there is a job loss, you have a little bit of a cushion to hold on to. So I definitely think that more than $1,000 is good, but maybe each person is a little bit different. So that's one of the things that I have learned about the Dave Ramsey plan. One of the things, two things that I actually really like about the plan and that I've incorporated, the second one I've started to incorporate. The first one, which I've already talked to you guys about, is the cash envelope system. For me and for our family, that has worked phenomenal, and I actually have money left over, and I'm spending about $200 to $300 less a month due to the cash envelope system. So I really like it because I have different compartments for everything, which I've gone over before. There's a grocery, there's a Dollar Tree, there's a pet food, there's entertainment. I have different sections, and every single month I always have money left over, so it's really working well. The next thing that I think is a phenomenal idea that Dave has put in his Financial Peace University is sinking funds, which is different than savings, and I had to learn that. A sinking fund, which many of you know, is, let's say you have a larger bill that comes twice a year. Could be car insurance. That would be a great example. And that bill comes and you're like, I can't pay that all. Well, what you could do is, let's just say your car insurance is $600 every 6 months. What you could do is just put $100 aside each month in a savings. Or let's say you're never prepared for holidays. Well, let's say it's Christmas and Hanukkah, and you're like, well, I have a lot of relatives. So you could set aside $50 a month for that. That would be an example. And put it in a special savings or sinking fund so that when the time comes, you've got the money. I think both of those are really excellent, so I wanted to say that. The only thing that I know Dave really disagrees with, and I can totally see his point and many other budget people's points, is no credit cards. Well, I have 2 credit cards. I have 0 debt on them. My husband has a credit card. He has nothing on his credit card. We do use them occasionally, and I do have a couple of my bills put on them. For the last 30 years, I've carried 0 balances on those cards. I've never paid any interest on any of my credit cards in the last 30 years. So that's really good. So I have really good control over it. It's not a temptation for me to go crazy because I know I'm going to have to pay the bill. The only debt that we have as of right now is a small car loan, which I'm hoping will be paid off within the next 8 months. And I also have my daughter's furniture, which is 0% interest. I could actually pay that off now, but it was 6 months no interest, so I don't feel badly about that. Now, the one other question that I asked myself is, if I would have taken the Financial Peace University back when they started, and I think it started in the 90s. I got married in 94. I'm not sure. Maybe some of you could educate me when he started his program. This is where I think I would be today. Number one, I would have more retirement because I would have been better about planning that. Number 2, I think I'd probably have a little bit better savings, but I am pretty good about saving, but I think that I would have a little bit better savings than I do now. Number 3, I wouldn't spend as much on meaningless stuff that I've done, like some of the health and wellness, gift giving, trying to keep up with the Joneses, and just overspending generally in any way. So I've learned a lot from all these other wonderful budget people out there that do follow Dave Ramsey. I've made a lot of positive changes in my own life, and I'm saving a lot of money due to learning about Dave Ramsey and his wonderful plan. Not sure if I'll take the Financial Peace University, and like I said, I think of nothing but really good things about it. Below, I'm going to link all of his steps in his program so you can learn about him as well if you're ever interested in taking it. I want to hear from you. Do any of you follow Dave Ramsey? What are your thoughts? What do you like about his plan? What do you dislike? Tomorrow is Free and Frugal Friday. I've got some amazing things to tell you. Thanks, everybody. Love you. Bye.